Yo, what's poppin', Bagel Bros, and welcome back to another Patreon rant. If you want one of these for yourself, be sure to give me $10 on Patreon. This one comes from Funky Boy Haas, who says, rant about why nothing ever happens and why you should always bet on nothing. So this is another one of these rants. Funky Boy has a habit of doing this, where he'll bake in the opinion that I am supposed to feel into the way that the rant is phrased, and it's very bizarre. You'd think the rant would be phrased, rant about the nothing ever happens meme and whether you think nothing ever happens. But no, I need to rant specifically about why I agree with him when I really don't. I really don't. But I understand where the nothing ever happens meme comes from. Because in modern society, I mean, really in any society, but, with capitalism having progressed as far as it is, there is definitely a status quo that all our oligarchs and billionaires want to maintain because that system benefits them specifically. And so it's easy to look at the state of the world and be like, well, nothing has really progressed. Nothing has really happened. You can look at, throughout the entire 2000s, we've had, Republican presidents and Democrat presidents, neither of which are particularly dissimilar from each other. I mean, in recent times, I would say the difference is stronger, but, the pendulum swings one way, it then swings the other, and ultimately it's just all mounting towards this idea of helping billionaires and keeping the poor, and nothing fundamentally is changing about the world, right? It's easy to look at that, but on the flip side, things are definitely happening, objectively, factually happening. I think that, for example, the Iran war is fucking stupid. This was the dumbest political decision of all time ever, probably not literally ever, but factually, that happened, and it did affect things, and it is affecting the entire world. Trump, for example, is a uniquely bad president. Most other Republican presidents would not even have been as bad as him. He is, uniquely awful and is doing things, and things are happening, and they will make the country worse for a very long time in a way that will be difficult to undo. And so it's on the one hand, I get being jaded about things, but on the other hand, factually, there is a way to get out of this situation. I feel like this idea that nothing ever happens, it's very doomer. It's a very doomer philosophy where you just accept, you say, shikata ganai, nothing could possibly fix the world as it is right now, and you just leave it. And I disagree with that fundamentally. I think we should always be hoping that something does happen, always be pushing for something to happen, something good to happen. The pendulum the pendulum may swing back and forth, and that may be what we've observed within our lifetime, but there's no law of the universe dictating that the pendulum must stay, or must perpetually be in motion, proverbially speaking. It will... it can stay to one side for an extended period of time, and things can get better because of that. Overall, I just don't like doomers. I think we should all be as optimistic as is possible, even if it is cautiously, even if it is pessimistically optimistic. That's about it. See ya.